There's something about your mind, something they've never told you. For years, you've been living in the dark, unaware of the power that's been buried inside your brain. What if I told you that everything you thought you knew about how your brain works has been a lie? They've kept you from the truth, hidden it deep where few ever venture to look. But today, that changes. Today, I'm going to show you the secret, how to unlock 100% of your mind's power through brain synchronization. Imagine for a moment, what if you've only been using a fraction of what you're truly capable of? Right now, your brain is sitting on untapped potential, but no one ever showed you how to access it. It's not because it's complicated. No, it's because the key has been kept from you. And when you finally tap into this power, everything shifts. The world looks different, your thoughts become clearer, and you begin to see life for what it really is, limitless. This isn't just a trick or a gimmick. This is real. The science is there. And once you learn how to synchronize both hemispheres of your brain, you'll realize you've had the power all along, hidden in plain sight. But now it's time to break free and awaken to the truth. Are you ready to see what they never wanted you to know? For decades, we've heard the claim, humans only use 10% of their brain. But here's the truth, it's simply not true. Neurology has shown us that nearly every part of the brain is active at some point during the day, even while we sleep. So why do so many still cling to this myth? Perhaps it's because the idea of unlocking hidden potential sounds so intriguing, but the real science is far more fascinating. Think about it. Your brain is constantly working, engaging neurons, processing information, even regulating your body's basic functions. When you walk, talk, or even think, your brain is firing on all cylinders. Those neurons, they're not resting. They're actively shaping your thoughts, emotions, and actions. So if you've ever wondered whether you could somehow tap into more brain power, know this, you're already using it all. But the real question becomes, how can we optimize this full potential? As we break down this myth, we begin to see just how extraordinary the brain really is. No part of it is ever off. The potential isn't in unlocking more of your brain, but in learning how to synchronize it better, how to boost brain function, and how to harness both hemispheres to their fullest. And this is where neurons and glial cells step into the spotlight, showing us how they work together in ways we're just beginning to understand. Neurons tend to get all the credit when we talk about brain power, but there's a hidden partner that's just as important: glial cells. For a long time, glial cells were considered nothing more than support staff for neurons, but recent discoveries have shown they play a much bigger role in brain function. In fact, they're essential for maintaining neuron function and even influencing how we think, feel, and process information. Glial cells don't just support neurons, they communicate with them, shaping the way our brain works on a fundamental level. They regulate neuron growth, help form the myelin that insulates our brain's wiring, and even assist in synaptic plasticity, meaning they help your brain adapt, learn, and evolve. It's a true partnership where neurons and glial cells work hand in hand to unlock your brain's full potential, enhancing cognitive science in ways we're only starting to understand. This dynamic relationship reminds us that brain function isn't about isolated parts working alone. It's a seamless collaboration. As glial cells quietly enhance neuron function, we start to see how every aspect of the brain is interconnected. This leads to a deeper understanding of how the brain's hemispheres, often seen as separate entities, work together to shape both logic and creativity in remarkable ways. The idea that the brain is split into two hemispheres, each with its own set of skills, is fascinating. On one side, we have the left hemisphere, often associated with logic, analytical thinking, and language processing. It's the part of the brain we rely on when solving math problems or organizing information. On the other side, the right hemisphere handles creativity, emotions, and holistic thinking, bringing balance to the way we perceive the world and solve complex problems. But what's truly remarkable is how these two hemispheres constantly communicate with each other. It's not just a simple division of labor. When both hemispheres collaborate, they create a more dynamic and powerful brain function, allowing us to tap into cognitive abilities that enhance both logical reasoning and imaginative thought. Whether you're analyzing a situation or thinking outside the box, it's this interaction between logic and creativity that empowers your full brain potential. Understanding this balance can help us unlock even more of our mind's capacity. It's not about choosing between logic and creativity. It's about harmonizing the two. By syncing these hemispheres, we can enhance brain synchronization and push beyond traditional thinking patterns. This seamless collaboration invites us to explore practical ways to activate and strengthen this connection in everyday life. To truly unlock the brain's full potential, synchronizing both hemispheres is key. This process, known as whole brain synchronization, allows the logical and creative sides to work in unison, creating a balanced and more efficient brain function. But how can we activate this synchronization? One of the simplest methods is through physical movement, specifically cross-lateral movements like crossing your arms or legs. These small actions stimulate both hemispheres, creating a connection that enhances cognitive abilities. Another powerful tool is mindfulness. Practices like mindful breathing or meditation allow the brain to slow down and focus, encouraging hemispheric synchronization. When you're centered and present, both sides of the brain begin to communicate more effectively, helping you process information faster and with greater clarity. These simple exercises can be done daily, requiring no special equipment, just your awareness and intention to create balance. The benefits of activating whole brain synchronization go beyond just feeling more focused. It helps unlock creativity, improves problem solving, and boosts overall mental health. By integrating these practices into your routine, you're not only tapping into enhanced brain function, but also preparing yourself for the real-world advantages this brings. And as the brain becomes more synchronized, you'll start to notice new possibilities in how you think, feel, and approach life. When the brain's hemispheres are synchronized, something incredible happens. Your cognitive flexibility improves, allowing you to adapt quickly to new information and challenges. This synchronization also enhances creativity, as the logical and imaginative sides of your brain work together seamlessly. Suddenly, solutions to complex problems appear more clearly, and decision-making becomes sharper and more intuitive. It's not just about thinking better. It's about thinking in ways that transform how you approach everything in life. One of the most practical benefits of whole brain synchronization is its impact on emotional well-being. When the brain operates in harmony, there's a natural reduction in stress levels. You feel more balanced, less reactive, and more in control of your emotions. This not only makes daily life smoother, but also promotes better mental health overall. By engaging both hemispheres, you create a mental state that fosters resilience and calm, even in the face of adversity. Moreover, the effects spill over into every aspect of life: decision-making, relationships, and even how you experience the world around you. Synchronizing the brain doesn't just change how you think, it changes how you live. The more aligned your brain becomes, the more you can unlock hidden potential, breaking free from mental habits and opening doors to new levels of personal growth and transformation. Our brains are wired for efficiency, and over time we develop mental habits, patterns of thinking and reacting that often limit our potential. These habits can feel like mental shortcuts, but they also trap us in cycles of repetitive thoughts and behaviors. Brain synchronization offers a way out, disrupting these automatic responses and allowing for fresh perspectives. By activating underutilized neural pathways, you can break free from these mental ruts and start seeing the world and yourself in entirely new ways. When the brain is in sync, you begin to challenge your usual way of thinking. Old habits that once seemed unchangeable start to dissolve as new neural connections form. This flexibility opens the door to personal growth, helping you think more creatively and approach problems from angles you may never have considered before. It's not about forcing change, it's about allowing the brain to naturally shift out of these limiting patterns through synchronization. The beauty of breaking free from mental habits is that it creates space for personal transformation. The more synchronized your brain becomes, the more you can embrace new ways of thinking, feeling, and being. And as these new neural pathways strengthen, you'll find yourself moving toward a more harmonious, enriched life, with possibilities expanding at every turn. When the brain is fully synchronized, you unlock the door to your true potential. It's more than just improved mental clarity or sharper thinking. It's a holistic transformation that touches every part of your life. With both hemispheres working in harmony, you begin to tap into abilities you didn't even realize you had. Suddenly, you're more creative, more intuitive, and better equipped to handle whatever life throws your way. This is the power of whole brain activation. Unlocking your full potential also means embracing growth. As you break free from mental habits and strengthen the connection between neurons and glial cells, you create an environment in your brain where new ideas can flourish. The limitations that once held you back begin to fade, replaced by a sense of possibility and openness. This shift doesn't just change how you think, it changes how you live, pushing you toward a more fulfilled and purposeful life. The journey to unlocking your full brain power is ongoing, but every step you take brings you closer to a higher state of awareness and personal mastery. The brain, when fully synchronized, becomes a powerful tool for transformation. It's about reaching new heights of cognitive function and expanding your mental, emotional, and spiritual capacities. The path is clear. What's left is the choice to walk it. Now the question becomes, what will you do with it? Will you continue living with the same limitations, or will you break free and step into a new level of existence? Your brain holds the key to unlocking a reality that most people only dream about. Imagine being able to think clearer, act faster, and create the life you've always wanted, all because you chose to activate the full power of your mind. But here's the real challenge. Are you ready to take that step? It's one thing to know the secret, but applying it, That's where transformation begins. What if the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is your decision to synchronize your brain? What would change if you started living from a place of total mental clarity and potential? The answers are waiting, but only for those brave enough to take action. And yet, with all this talk of unlocking the mind, there's something much deeper at play. Have you ever questioned the nature of reality itself? What if the world you see, the life you're living, isn't as real as you think? Some have dared to expose the truth about this, only to vanish without a trace. Could it be that the very fabric of our reality is nothing more than an illusion, one that you can break free from once you know how to truly activate your mind?